started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run it to the right side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Extending the play. Firing to the right, complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
And it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida. And when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Nothing but green ahead. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Montana. Fires toward the target. He's got it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Toss to the outside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Montana. Looking for the score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, a 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tripped up for the tackle.
Wide receiver, the ball carrier. Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown Tide. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. You want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you're going to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Leaves it with the running back. At the 15, he's loose. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, nice job.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. Steps away to find some room. He'll fire to his right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Gets rid of it. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. they're still a bit short of the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? He's taking the shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play. Some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Power football with the run.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Noles want to crank the tempo.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He'll just keep slinging it. He makes the connection. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Alabama.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass. It's Montana. Trying to make magic with his feet. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll return it from the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. That offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
You know, free safeties, you think about hitters. You think about guys spinning down in the box, making tackles. You don't really think about coverage skills all the time, but this guy might change your mind a little bit. Great tight coverage and man-to-man, and makes a play on the football. What a play.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going up top. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Montana. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dialing up the second down pass play. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. and that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was tough.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Back to pass, it's Montana. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Direct snap. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, no! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They move the tight end all over. looking to throw. It's Montana. Heaves it on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On the move, he fires. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A run up the middle. For no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw. It's Montana. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. Running toward the tape. The tag. Touchdown, Florida State. And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Off play action. Moving away from pressure.
Man, as a defense, you're salivating in this territory. You want to get that safety. You want to put your hands over your head, clasp them together. I got him in the end zone. Nice job by the defense being ready, rushing the quarterback, almost getting the safety.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Soft spot in the middle. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter.
Florida State 21, Alabama 14.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you break it.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Noles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
How about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now, they get the big stop.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. A A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He's looking downfield to throw. Buying some time. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Using his feet. Fights off a defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Wide receiver shows motion. Now on the move. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air. It's Montana. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. They'll go with a direct